swine flu, bird flu, mad cow disease, and now pink slime. These are all catchy phrases the media has used to draw readers' attention, and the agricultural industry has had to pay the price for it. Hi, my name is Jeremy Mace of the Caledonia Ramblers 4-H Club in O'Brien County, and the title of my presentation today is What's the Beef? Today I'm going to give you the whole story about this so-called pink slime. I'm first going to tell you what it is and what the fuss is all about. I'm going to give you facts on the process, name other foods that use the same process, talk about the media's involvement, give examples of other chemicals used to make foods, and give you ways to show your support. Now what it is. First off, everyone, there is no such thing as pink slime. There is, however, LFTB, lean, finely textured beef. Now what this is when they take cattle and cut off the meat from the carcass, what they have left over are these fat trimmings with some lean meat in it, and they use a process to separate the lean meat from the fat trimmings to get a beef filler that they use in ground beef products. Now what the fuss is all about. The fuss is about the use of ammonia and water, which makes a chemical called ammonia hydroxide, which is used to change the pH of the substance. Now where this really took off was when Jamie Oliver's Food Revolution created a video where he took fat trimmings, ground them up, did not separate off the lean meat, just ground up the hooves and the fat and all the other trimmings, took a bottle of ammonia and a bottle of water and dumped it on there. Now this is where it gets misrepresented. When they do this process, they spray a light mist. They don't take a bottle of ammonia and a bottle of water and just dump it on the meat. And he even says in his video, I don't know how much of this chemical they use. Another thing that really took off is this picture. When it first came out in the media, a lot of you may have seen this picture. Did you know that's not actually even LFTB? That's chicken filler. So, I'm going to give you some facts about the actual process. They use ammonia hydroxide gas to slightly raise the pH of the substance so that it kills off bacteria such as E. coli and Salmonella. This process was granted by the USDA in 1974 as GRAS, which stands for Generally Recognized as Safe. Now I know some of you may get scared by that first word, generally being in front, but what this means is that if you use the USDA regulations, it is safe. If you do it Jamie Oliver's way, taking a bottle of ammonia and a bottle of water and just dumping it on the meat trimmings, it's probably not going to be very safe. Experts such as Dr. Greya Cuff and Dr. John Flores from Texas A&M University and Penn State University, who are highly reputable microbiologists, even say that this process is safe. Now, there's other companies that use the same process, such as Kraft Foods. So if you've had Chips Ahoy or Velveeta products, you may have had this chemical before too. Now, although they decline to specify which products they use, it's because after the BPI situation, they were afraid of having their own media blow up. The key thing is to watch your labels. Like this is something you may have seen on a food label. Sodium hydroxide. Now let's think about this. Sodium hydroxide is a strong base. They use it to decompose human remains, and you also may have seen it in cleaning products such as Easy Off and Drano. But did you also know you may have had this for breakfast this morning? How many people in here had bagels? They use sodium hydroxide in making bagels because what this chemical does is allows the outside to brown quickly and the inside to stay soft and chewy. So, what it is, our chemicals are safe, it's just about how much you use. Now, how many people would drink this? Before we decide, let's look at the ingredients. Caffeine. We've all heard of that. No big deal. Acetone. I think my sister uses that to remove fingernail polish off her fingernails. Essential oils. I don't know what those are, but they must be important if they're essential. Acetaldehyde. Isn't that related to formaldehyde, which was used to preserved specimens, but then was banned a few years ago because it's a carcinogen, which is a cancer causer? Ethanol. Hey, I filled my truck up with ethanol this morning. So, after reading these ingredients, how many of you would drink this? No one? That's coffee. I bet you guys are just dying for that second cup right now. What about this? Would you eat this? A homogeneous mixture of cereals, corn, rice, and wheat, and then warfarin. Well, according to my foods and nutrition teacher, if anything has 3 ingredients or less, it's safe. So I'd have to say I'd eat this. Anyone else? Rodent poison. Yum. Now let's look at this. So, what makes this product so horrible? A homogeneous mixture of cereals, corn, rice, and wheat. Well, we know those 3 ingredients are safe. So, it must be the warfarin. I guess I should stay away from all warfarin, right? Not if you're a heart patient. Warfarin is actually used in heart patients to thin the blood to prevent blood clots, strokes, and heart attacks. So again, it's not about the chemicals, it's about the amount that is used. So, after this media blow up and all this huge fuss about the ammonia hydroxide, why do we still do it? Is it really necessary to get every bit of meat? Well, realistically, no, but economically, yes. Looking at this year with the drought, we have a short supply of corn and soybeans, so that means the prices are going up. If we didn't do this process, we would have to raise an extra 1.5 million head of cattle. So again, we would have to take away farmland to raise these cattle, and that's going to even lessen the supply of corn and soybeans and other products, so prices are going to go up. And who's going to pay for that? Us, the consumers. It is also the beef industry's job to produce as much lean meat as they possibly can. So, economically, this process is very necessary. So, let's recap this. Always remember, people, there's no such thing as pink slime. It's lean, finely textured beef. The process. The process is safe. They don't take a bottle of ammonia and a bottle of water and just dump it on the meat. They use a fine mist that is USDA and FDA approved. Get all the facts. I'm not saying the media is a bad thing, but if you're looking at the media before you form an opinion, make sure you're getting all the facts right. Ways to show your support. Show your support. Write to your representatives. Tell them you would like them to use LFTB in your schools. Because as of right now, there are only 3 states that allow LFTB products in their schools. And that would be Iowa, South Dakota, and Nebraska. And the only reason it's us 3 is because we're the only ones educated enough on it. Write to your grocery stores. Let them know you will continue to buy from them if they use LFTB products. Tweet or blog about it. Now, I know tweeting and blogging is opinions. But look up facts, post it on the internet, and let other people see these things. Get involved. Now, there's a thing called 6 degrees of separation. What this means is if you know 6 people, you universally know everyone in the world. So, after talking to you guys and informing you guys about LFTB today, and there's more of 6 than you in here, if you guys go and tell everybody, the whole world should know about LFTB. Sources. These are the sources I use. Now, it's very hard to get unbiased sources on the internet anymore, and it's also very hard to get facts and not opinions. Now, I know some of you may be looking at that one source, beefisbeef.com, and thinking, isn't that a biased source? However, on beefisbeef.com, I've got facts from Drs. J. Gray Acuff and Dr. John Flores. Now remember, people, there's no such thing as pink slime. It's beef, and it's what's for dinner. And breakfast, and the unlikely occasion of leftovers. Are there any questions? Yes. The question was, does Hy-Vee or Fairway ban LFTB? As far as I know, they still use LFTB in Iowa. Any other? Yes. The question was, what got me interested in this topic? Well, my family raises cattle, and then on my mom's side of the family, her dad and her brothers also have a feedlot, and then the grandpa on my dad's side of the family also raises cattle, and I'm majoring in animal science, and I'm looking into going into beef consulting. So this whole pink slime ordeal really hurt the beef industry and directly affects my family and myself in the future. Yes. The question is this why hamburger is costing more right now? That's part of the reason that beef is costing more right now, since a lot of people aren't using LFTB after this scare. A lot of people are using strictly ground beef products, so that is driving up the price of beef. But it's also with using more ground beef, they also have to raise more head of cattle, so there's a higher demand for corn, and corn prices are going up. And when you use corn to feed cattle, if the corn prices are higher, essentially raising cattle is going to be more expensive and cost more to buy beef. Thank you.